Tea is one of the most popular drinks on Earth. It has warmed hands, sparked conversations, and shaped cultures for thousands of years. But here's the surprising part. Despite the enormous variety of teas available today, most of them come from the very same plant, Camellia sinensis. So how can one plant produce such different drinks? Today we're exploring the 5 main types of tea and the simple processes that turn one humble leaf into a world of possibilities right here on History of Simple Things. Before we dive into the different types, let's clear up one common misunderstanding. Herbal teas such as chamomile, peppermint, and hibiscus are technically not tea at all. They are herbal infusions, also known as tisanes. Delicious? Absolutely. Tea? Botanically speaking, no. True tea comes only from Camellia sinensis, an evergreen plant native to East Asia. Farmers pluck the youngest leaves and buds, and from there, the magic begins. The key factor is oxidation. When tea leaves are exposed to air, enzymes react with oxygen, gradually darkening the leaves and changing their flavor. It is similar to how a sliced apple turns brown. By controlling how much oxidation occurs, tea makers can create dramatically different teas from the same leaves. Now, let's meet the 5 stars of the tea world. White tea is the least processed of all true teas. In many cases, the youngest buds are picked while still covered in tiny silvery hairs, giving them a pale, almost white appearance. These buds are simply withered and dried with very little handling and almost no oxidation. Think of white tea as the leave-it-alone approach to tea making. Because the leaves undergo minimal processing, the flavor is delicate, light, and subtly sweet. Some people describe it as floral, honey-like, or even reminiscent of fresh hay. The most famous white teas come from Fujian province in China, particularly varieties such as Silver Needle and White Peony. White tea is the tea equivalent of whispering instead of shouting. Green tea is famous for its bright color and grassy flavor. Unlike white tea, green tea is heated soon after picking. This quick heating, either by steaming or pan firing, halts oxidation almost immediately. In other words, tea makers stop the leaves from browning before they can change too much. The result is a tea that preserves much of the leaf's natural character. Green tea can taste vegetal, nutty, sweet, or slightly seaweed-like, depending on how it is processed. In Japan, steaming is the preferred method, producing teas such as sencha and matcha with vivid green colors and savory notes. In China, pan firing is more common, giving teas like Longjing or Dragon Well a toasted, chestnut-like flavor. Green tea is perhaps the most recognizable, healthy tea, though people have loved it for centuries simply because it tastes wonderful. Oolong tea sits between green and black tea. Its oxidation level can range from lightly oxidized to nearly as dark as black tea, making it the most diverse category of tea. That means one oolong may taste fresh and floral, while another can be creamy, roasted, and deeply complex. Tea makers often roll and twist oolong leaves into tight balls or elegant curls. During processing, the leaves may be shaken, rested, and roasted several times to build layers of flavor. Oolong is especially associated with Taiwan and southern China, where tea artisans have refined its production for centuries. Popular examples include Tieguanyin and Dongding. Black tea is the most widely consumed tea in many parts of the world. After picking, the leaves are withered, rolled, and fully oxidized until they turn dark brown or nearly black. This creates strong flavors and the deep amber color that many tea drinkers know and love. Black tea tends to be malty, brisk, fruity, or spicy. It forms the base of classics such as Earl Grey, which is flavored with bergamot, and English breakfast, a hearty blend designed to pair beautifully with milk. Black tea became especially important in India, Sri Lanka, and Kenya, which are now among the world's largest tea producers. Interestingly, what English speakers call black tea is often called red tea in China because of the reddish color of the brewed liquid. Same leaves, different point of view. Pu-erh tea is the most unusual member of the tea family. Produced mainly in Yunnan Province, China, it is famous for being aged and fermented over time. Yes, this is tea that is intentionally allowed to mature. As Pu-erh ages, its flavor becomes earthy, woody, smooth, and sometimes surprisingly mellow. Some tea lovers collect compressed cakes of Pu-erh the way others collect vintage wines. Certain rare aged Pu-erh teas can become extremely valuable. If most teas capture a moment, Pu-erh captures the passage of time. If you enjoy delicate and subtle flavors, white tea is an excellent choice. If you like fresh and grassy notes, green tea may be your favorite. If you want complexity and variety, Oolong offers endless surprises. If you prefer strong and comforting flavors, black tea is a classic. And if you are curious about something earthy and deeply traditional, Pu-erh is a fascinating experience. There is no single best tea, only the one that suits your taste at the moment. The next time you lift a cup of tea, remember that you are tasting thousands of years of craftsmanship and tradition. From the barely processed buds of white tea to the aged depth of Pu-erh, each variety tells a different story. Yet all of them begin with the same humble plant and a few carefully chosen steps after harvest. 5 types of tea, 1 extraordinary leaf, endless possibilities. And that is what makes tea one of the most remarkable simple things in history. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.